Live.
We're live.
Gentlemen, welcome back to the AF Minicast. I'm the graphic gangster. That is Small and Danny. And to my right is Mr. Cory G.
Mic check, mic check. Hey, a little Tom Petty. I like that. All right, AF Minicast, we are back. I did not plan very well last night or today. Stayed up too late. Barely slept. Was late all this morning. Didn't properly plan for Trey to be here for the minicast. But we are not stopping. We are self-recording. Cole helped with some of the settings on the camera. We're here to make sure you get the proper information and to get you excited. So my bad on my just the way I was ready for today.
Yeah. Well, I think that's great accountability, and just as a teammates, we're here to pick you up. So
I know.
I
appreciate that. I know. We're slinging this thing. All right, what do we got? What do we got, Danny?
Actually, this is perfect.
You guys are great swingers.
This is perfect.
Swing the mic.
This is just showing a. This is perfect because this is like showing a real life example of what could happen, right?
For sure.
During these 10 weeks and beyond. So why don't we, explore that a little bit as far as like what, like you're not going to throw your day to shit. You got stuff going on.
Mm-hmm.
How'd you adjust with the time? So because you get up at 3:15, 3:30, like Monday through Friday. So like, which is crazy for 99 out of 100 people out there. So you knew it was going to be detrimental to your day and the rest of your week if you still did that, which you did wake up, right? And then you decided to go back to sleep. So explain that.
Yeah, so which I would say this probably happens less than 5 times per year. It's very limited, but I have a big speaking engagement on Thursday. I've got to travel. I got things where I need to make sure I don't look like I've only slept 2 hours one day. You know what I mean? And so I got up at normal time, 3:15, and felt way like underslept. And I knew when I went to bed because I was even hyped because I think I was watching it was inspirational last night with Mendoza and Signetti. I just loved the whole thing. So I think even that, what I was even consuming didn't even allow me to sleep soundly quickly, right? I think it was like a combo. So I was like, okay, kids got a 2-hour delay. I don't have my first real situation till we're really just doing this right now, which is like 10 o'clock. I got my first appointment at 11. Let me just go ahead and get 2 more hours. Got 2 more hours, got up, didn't go to the gym. I just text Trey, hey, it's fucking -10 out. Stay home. I'll train at home. I'm behind, whatever, which is also why he's not here to do this. So that's all on me, right? But I knew I'm still going to get 45 minutes of conditioning. I'm still going to get stacked in, or the pump 30 to get stacked today. It was the arm one, so I knew I could do that at my house. Still was going to get my development in. I got an hour of Tony Robbins, Lewis Howes in. I was still going to meet everything, you know what I mean, including right now, but it's a little bit rushed, but at the end of the day, like the sleep is important for 2 days from now, not necessarily today. So I was willing that to me was me literally looking at what do I got in the next 72 hours and the way I feel and how do I got to do that. It wasn't like, oh, I feel like, blah, blah, blah. Like, I just know, like, how I know myself because it's been so many years. Now, if I don't have the thing that I'm speaking in front of, like, hundreds of people, I'm coming to the gym. It's just the truth. Like, and I know that. I wasn't giving in. I was being smart. There's a little bit of a difference. I don't know that everybody can process it that way. But
this is perfect, though, for, like, speaking to, like, new parents and shit like that when you have little ones and everything. Because it is so easy to be like, fuck it, I'll get it tomorrow. You know, like I can't tell you how many times you're going to be hit in the face with that over and over again. And the first thing I think of is what James Clear talks about. It's reduce the scope, stick to the schedule. And
that's
like,
a great example.
even if it's 5 fucking minutes of dumbbell curls, you still got a juicy pump for 5 minutes. You know what I mean? Yeah. So like, and you stuck to it. You're accountable to yourself, and that's a win.
I really don't think I missed anything other than I felt a little bit rushed because I normally have more time. That's it. So to me, it was still a net win, and then I'm looking for, future stuff. Go ahead, Cole.
All right, this is what I gotta say. So it sounds like this is like routines, right?
Yeah.
And there's gonna be a lot of new people. Maybe this is the first time in a long time, maybe ever, that they are getting a structure and routine together.
Yeah, I think that's true.
Now, which I think is very, very important. Obviously, we are very regimented people. I think there's a lot of people on the app who follow a hard, strict routine.
Yep.
Like, 4 a.m. in the gym, bang, bang, bang. We
Just
know
what it is.
all we're eating.
Yep.
And all I have to say is that routine, for some people listening to this, you're like, they're going to say, wow, can't believe G fell off like that.
Yeah.
There are going to be other people basically saying, you know what? Like, for me, for instance, I think it's good to fall off the routine every once in a while.
I feel like you need to crave the routine.
yeah, because I view routine as a double-edged sword.
It is.
You can either own the routine,
or the routine can own you.
or the routine owns you.
Mm-hmm.
And what people could do is if, let's say, they did miss their alarm, and instead of waking up at 3:30, they wake up at 4. They're a little rushed to the gym. They start to get that anxiety in there. You're letting the routine own you. It's not the end of the world.
Mm-hmm.
And like same with if you forget your lunch, it's really easy to just go, oh, I forgot my lunch. Fuck it, it's off today. Like today is
Olive Garden.
Where like where it really tests it, and it tests you to see, like, are you really about this? Like, and it's really easy in those times where the routine of what you're trying to do gets thrown off. But I think it's important to experience some like adversity like this, whether it's on your own or other things.
Well, yeah,
happen.
I'm the one that chose to mess it up.
Yeah, like, and it tests you, like, are you actually this serious?
Yeah.
And if you follow the guidelines, especially with diet, I could see people forgetting their lunch or something like that. If you follow the guidelines, there's answers. There's good answers everywhere. It might not be the freaking same meal that you've ate, but it's pretty damn close.
Bro, it could be beef jerky and nuts at the freaking gas station. Remember, I did gas station AF, and it got a lot because that's the reality of a lot of people's situations. I think two things I thought about this morning. One, I go, are you just being like an absolute wuss? Like, what are you doing? And then I thought, man, you got a kind of a bigger fish to fry in a couple of days. Like, you got to make sure you're sharp, right? Because it's like, to me, it's one of those like preparation opportunities with lights shine on, and like, I want to make sure I'm good for it, right? And so the reality is, I thought to myself real quickly, save trip because it's freaking literally -10 out. On top of that, I can get a couple more hours of sleep, and then I started thinking, I can get everything in. I'll be okay, right? Now, I have thought multiple times in my career, because I'm so dedicated cyclically to my career, to my routine. You guys all know that. That even when I quit going at 4, it was 5 a.m. back then, going at 4 or 5 a.m. on Saturdays, it felt weird.
Oh yeah.
But like, you guys were young, and I couldn't get like the young dudes to show up on Saturdays on a regular basis. So I was like, then I started thinking, maybe I could use a little bit more sleep on that day. Like, so I think, but what I always come back to, Cole, and I think this is why it's important for everybody to identify a good routine, whatever it is for them. What do I get for it? And I get pretty much like everything you guys see has came from that. So that's why I don't even mind feeling that way about it, because my relationship with it is, when I stay to this, I get a chance at exactly why I stayed in bed, even to miss it a little bit today. I need to prepare myself for that opportunity, and so that's why I'm so crazy about it.
Yeah. And this goes, like, just in my mind and how I've just experienced this, is I always think back to the Urban Meyer Above the Line book, where the Navy SEAL dude is talking about, basically, in the game, or when you get punched in the face and adversity strikes, you don't rise up to the moment, or you don't rise up to the adversity that's you fall back on your training and the strategy, right?
Your habits.
And really, how bad do you actually want this?
Yeah.
So last week, obviously, I'm with Keeney's Kitchen Meal Prep. Shout out Matt Keeney.
Yeah, shout out Matt Keeney.
20 Big Mac bowls a week. That's all I'm getting.
I love that,
I ain't
Cole.
getting anything else. Anyways, there was a mishap.
We need to send an email on that. I love that.
Anyways, there was a mishap where the order went through. It got, maybe it was the wrong time, wrong day. Anyways, I didn't get my meals.
Yeah.
So I'm in my mind, I'm thinking, oh, the earth is
this
testing
is a test.
The earth is testing me. Like, am I going to basically, what am I going to do?
Yeah.
Like, how? And I'm thinking to myself, is this a test to see how bad I actually want this? Like, I'm saying all this shit on the mini cast.
Yeah.
I'm doing all this stuff. How bad I want it? I'm like, fuck it. I'm driving to Chili Coffee.
Yeah.
It's like a 3.5 hour round trip.
Yeah, round trip. Yeah.
I go there, I get those meals. I'm like, oh yeah, this is game over. Game over. So there's just small stuff like that. But what I could have done, and some people might do, is if the routine's there, you forget your lunch, you can just throw the shit out the window and be like, oh, I'm fucked this week.
Yeah.
I was like, nah, I'm not.
Just don't like give in to the most easy.
Also, I just
self-sabotage.
I just said the F word. I got to do burpees.
All right.
I just said it. Sorry.
That's hard to unprogram, Cole. This is classic. Are you doing 10 right now?
Yeah, I'm going to do 10.
This is amazing.
I just said it one time, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Right?
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like it's like to me, so I don't know. That's good. All right, so Cole's, this is in the history. I don't think we've ever had anybody do burpees on air. This is really good. Do you like this?
Yeah, this is great.
This is great. So this is called accountability at its finest. Cole, that's pretty good form, bro. You gotten good bounce up off the bottom. It's definitely, the camera's definitely struggling because it's trying to focus on Cole. That's amazing. So I think I think why this is such a good talking point is because if you're, and Alfonso kind of said this in his video that I posted, it's a lifestyle. He's like, I don't just follow the anabolic fasting diet during the contest. He's like, I just follow it year round. Like when I started this way of eating, I was looking for an actual lifestyle, not a diet. I was on a diet and I got results. I got other people results, but it wasn't sustainable. I wanted an actual lifestyle. And so when people were like, oh, you still fasting? I'm like, this is just how I eat. This is like anabolic fasting is like literally just like my life. You know what I mean? And so I think like even that shift of like, wait, I feel good. This isn't that hard to follow. If I, stumble, this is how I get back on track. Like you almost need to experience all these things because that is just life. It's just life. And the sooner you start to like crave the quality routine and crave the quality food and like eating the vegetables and realize what you get from it and then play the mind games like Cole said, like, oh, this is a test. How do I rise up in this situation? How do I look at it? How do I detail? Like if you start to really look at things like, once again, you get to do it. It's not being done to you. Like, you know what I mean? That's a big, I don't have to do this. I get to do this. Oh, this is a test. Like, how am I going to respond? Like, it's just a reframe of the entire situation.
For sure. Yeah. I'm like 15 days in since I kind of like reshifted or recalibrated back or whatever. And like, it was funny. I was talking to Tyler yesterday because, like, I mean, I was eating like vegetables, but like now I'm like really eating vegetables again, and like my body definitely knows that. Yeah. I felt like my body was literally like going through a weird detox in the best of ways, And
What'd you say? Detox?
Detox.
Oh, detox. I was like, tea? Like that? What tea we talking about? Okay.
But no, like my energy is just went like that's been the most obvious to me. And then things are like the midline and stuff's like starting to tighten up again. I'm like, oh, okay. Yeah.
I'm starting to crave the confidence of walking around like how I know I can walk around, right? I will say my body feels way more together. Like I front squatted, I deadlifted, anything crazy for me, but felt really good. I'm sore today, but in a good way, not in a like hurt way.
I'm broken.
Yeah, you know what I mean? And so I started doing ab wheels again. Listen, everybody's in fucking trouble. I've been able to do ab wheels for like 2 years. It might be longer than that, like on a regular basis. Yeah. I get back to 100 ab wheels a day, bro. Michelangelo shit will be going on. Like that's like a different, I'm just telling y'all, like that's how they got there in the first place. So I hit like 15 the last couple of days and I was like, I can already feel them. Oh, dude, it's a wrap. So to me, it's like getting excited about what I know. So craving the routine, craving the confidence. Like I've been there before. There's a lot of people listening to this that had never been there. So I have this weird ability to get back there and like say, hey, I need to do this and can get back, or I got off track and I can get back because I know how to get there. I need you, if you've never experienced to get there once, to go all in to get there so you always know. See, what people don't realize, for $15 and $100 at Max Effort, you're getting a whole education on your body. You're getting a chance to develop your mind. Once you understand this stuff, you're choosing it. You know how to lose 20 pounds. You're choosing whether you want to lose more, stay the same, or get bigger. Mm-hmm. Once it's your choice, that's a different power. And that's what I think, like, when it becomes more of a lifestyle and understanding and education, like that's like a different whole situation. We're teaching something different, you know what I mean? Which is cool.
Well, and the thing is for like beginners, because I've had like friends, like they've started the contest. This is their first time getting basically wrapped into the ecosystem.
Yeah.
And they're like, they were now saying before they started the contest, oh, this is going to be hard. Yeah. Whatever. And again, like we say, yeah, probably the first 3 days to a week is going to be hard, but then after that, it's really not.
Are they saying that, Cole, to you? Like,
easy.
oh, this isn't as hard as I thought it would be.
Yeah, Big Andy.
Yeah.
We're trying to get him on the show.
I want to meet him.
He's one of those guys who's telling me all these questions about eating bread, drinking, stuff like that. I'm like, no. Like, I'm telling him, do not do that.
Don't
just
touch
follow the guidelines. He's watched all the videos. He's doing it. Now he's like, I feel it. Like,
now he's getting it.
Now. And like the thing
I love
is,
that, Cole.
And the biggest thing, especially now in CrossFit, we do all these hard workouts. The diet, you think it's hard. It's just regimented, right? You have to force yourself to go through that. I've came to the conclusion that you want to know what winning actually feels like?
I do know, but go ahead.
Losing. I think every time you feel like you're losing and you're doing hard things.
Oh, you're on the winning track. I get what you're saying.
That is what winning feels like.
I would agree with that.
But then it gets to a point where you're just winning nonstop. It doesn't feel like losing. You feel like you are winning. But you have to go through losing first.
Well, I think what they say, like, darkness is the absence of light. It's the same kind of concept, right? Yeah. You start to, like, say, oh, I went through these really difficult things that feel like they're kicking my ass, but all of a sudden all this other stuff gets a lot better. And then it's like, then you start to crave, well, I need to continue to push myself to do disciplined, hard things. And then once you start to understand that relationship, like, once again, just like any of this other stuff, it's the ecosystem. Mm-hmm. I really wish I did a better job of explaining that, but for lack of a better way, I almost feel like in a healthy way, they got to come in through the abs though, Cole, because the other stuff's too scary.
No, for sure.
You know what I mean? And I think that was part of my problem I switched where I started leading with the other stuff for way too long, because that's the stuff I know that changes people. But they got to come in this door.
Right? No, there needs to be a need for some people out there. Like, if we talked about I want a better mind contest, that ain't happening,
bro.
But that is what you're getting also. And it's not about the abs. We talked about that already. Yeah. But I think
go get the abs, because the Ferrari, have the Ferrari and say it's not about that.
And it comes down to the person, like, because there's people obviously who are in great shape. They might not be taking this as serious, but Andy, he knows like he's out of shape. Bill knows he needs to make a change. I would say
Bill feels like the same thing.
There are people watching this right now that know they need to make a change, and they've seen the results. Yeah, you're not getting the six-pack, but hey, the I Want Abs is the best way to do that. Yeah. And once they start feeling it and they get wrapped in,
you get addicted to feeling good.
But that person needs to identify that they need a change.
Here's the thing is, I made this thing so simple.
It's too simple.
I feel like sometimes
it's too simple.
I feel like sometimes
and I know people on the app and on G Social have so many questions about the diet because it's the first time they've experienced a diet like this that is so simple, and it actually doesn't make you hate your life.
I don't think it makes you hate your life at all.
That's what I'm saying. I think it makes you love your life even more.
I remember Ben, shout out Ben Maislake, he said the first time he saw a video of me, when he understood I got it, because we've been bodybuilding together for a long time, right? He was like, G, I saw you eating chicken wings. I saw you drinking that beer. And then you hit me with the ab shot. But he goes, like, just hit the internet with the, he goes, and I thought, oh, my boy got it. I need to know. I need to know what it is. And he's been following it ever since. And he was a guy who competed multiple times. And Alfonso was the same way. He was like, look, that's the balance I need as a professional that doesn't do this. And that's what I was fighting for, to teach everybody. I do think I made it literally as simple as possible.
Well, I mean, if you think about this, if someone's came off a traditional bodybuilding fad diet, cleanse, detox, like Danny is going through, whatever, if they did that and you try to be strict on that, you get to day 5 or 6 and you're hurting.
You're about to fall apart.
You're mentally losing it. Yeah. Where we cut that, like, hey, go.
Yeah,
like,
get some ice cream.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. Oh, yep, ice cream. You're telling me I can get burger and fries at some point? Yeah. Yep. Maybe not now, but eventually.
Dude, the holy grail, if you can really stay to this thing, I'm telling you, it feels like it's not fair. I have felt in this process multiple times in my career where it was not fair to the rest of the population. Like, I was like, I look this way and can still eat this. And even you could see it in my family members. Like, I'd be at those family events getting after it. Yeah. And they'd be like, how do you look better than you used to whenever you were, like, basically like a big, crab, like, always angry. What do they call that?
Krabby Patty?
Yeah, well,
Mr.
that
Krabs?
too. Yeah, Mr. Krabby.
Mr. Krabs?
Yeah, it was Mr. Krabby Patty for sure. So, hangry.
Oh,
That's the word, hangry.
Yeah.
I like the I was thinking about SpongeBob, though. You picked up on that. That's amazing. That's amazing. All right, send it to Danny. Danny, what you got? We got 5 minutes.
All right,
so what is the banger 5 minutes?
This is the crash course for someone that's new that walks in the door.
Sure.
what do they do for the 10 weeks? Which anabolic fasting, and then specifically talk about the spikes in the weekend.
All right, great, Danny. So anabolic fasting 101, I really believe we all did that for a long period of time. These other anabolic fastings didn't evolve until we were already much better. So most of the time people weren't walking in that way. So anabolic fasting 101, just really understand all of it. Take your time like you're educating yourself, like you're you're going to school at Cory G Fitness on application. I'm not teaching you the science. I'm teaching you how this shit actually works in your life. Like, think about it like that. I'm not just on a program. I'm trying to learn a lifestyle so I can be healthier across the board, right? Number two, people always want to question the spikes. Why do I need the spike? I don't need the carbs. Well, every time you approach a diet like that, it probably didn't work. Oh, I'm never going to do the cheat. I'm never going to do the carb. Now, what I do think is you got to keep it in the rails. So here's what my recommendation is. Do the spike. If you can eat bananas, unless you're allergic to them, do the traditional banana peanut butter. Just fucking do it. Because once again, just like give it a try. Then when it comes to the cheating principles, just try ice cream. If you want to have a drink or something because you had a crazy week, cool. A lot of people aren't drinking alcohol right now. I still drink alcohol in moderation, but some people don't. That's fine too. Maybe you have a pop then or something. I don't know. Like whatever or sparkling water or whatever it is. But the reality is like, try to set yourself up where it's like even if you think in first week and 2 week you don't need it. I would argue that you still do. And I'll tell you why. Because you need to know that it's actually a lifestyle. That it's not gone forever. That these things are still available to you. And when you go, because the whole goal of the thing is to be a net down or net positive each week. Meaning you go through the week, you do what you're supposed to. You get some baby cheats. You get a chance for your brain and your body to go, oh, okay, I don't feel like everything's being taken from me. And then you get up on Monday morning and you're still down. And you go, ooh, oh, okay. And then you think, well, how really hard was that? It wasn't that hard. I prepared, so I was successful. I had to like make a few challenges where I didn't eat sun chips or whatever. And I was down, but I still got this and that. And when you can start to process it like that, you start to go, oh, I can follow this for a period of time. And of course, all of us have went super down crazy and we've went up. That's also life. But we understand exactly how to get back. And that's what I want people to understand. So follow what you're supposed to. Don't get cute. I love that because that's the truth. Like all these other diets get cute. This doesn't get cute. It's literally this. And just follow this. Street bikes don't make a last like no. Dude, I've trained 20,000 people. It's like, now, a little serious. Like you kind of experience the protocol. People go maybe 6-8 weeks and not cheat sometimes. But then they're like, well, I really need it. But they've already experienced this like first week, second week. They've already got through it. Even me, coming off of the holiday, I need the cheat. Even though I know I can go and not cheat, my brain is still in the transition from I'm in New York eating pizza, drinking maybe on a Thursday because the holiday. Like I still even need that reprogramming, and I'm the one that created the diet. So if I'm the one that created the diet and I need that, I'm guessing you probably need that. You know what I mean? Like, so it's just rationale. Is that good? Kind of what you were thinking about?
Anything that's absolutely off limits or that you shouldn't
just do not eat bread. Do not eat freaking bread. And I'll tell you why. Here's what I need you to understand. I'm going to give you my best science of it. When we would bloat for powerlifting, we would eat bread because we knew it was going to put water on us. So we're stronger in that moment because we don't care what we look like. Your brain and your body probably should not or might not be able to experience that because you're not going to process it the same way. So let me give you an example. Bill's a great example. Bill gets on, loses 8 pounds. Some of it's water, some of it's fat, whatever, right? Just junk, basically, in that first week. So if Bill eats pizza on Saturday, his body hasn't had any carbs like that. The body's going to take that water and jam it into the muscle in the cell. So in theory, Bill could get up the next day and that 8 pounds would be back, but it's actually not back. It's just back for a moment. If he went back on the diet exactly right, it would drain out by Wednesday. But most people don't process it like that. So they can't mentally work through that. So can people eat some bread once their metabolism gets faster and whatever? Probably. But I just don't think people even understand what's happening. So it throws them all out of whack. And even me, I understand exactly what the body's doing, but it's still demoralizing because you just worked so hard. Even if it's only for a second, you probably could go walk an hour on the treadmill, jump in the sauna, and be gone. That is not how the normal people are operating out here. Just stay away from bread. Stay away from bread. And honestly, eggs and dairy even is like in that same category. These are all things people eat all the time, but they are hard to digest. They affect you differently, and your body will run so much better if you just don't eat them. And so that's like, I think, but bread is my top one for sure.
There's going to be people hearing that will experience like the whole bread thing where they lose they gain all that weight back over the weekend. There's also going to be people that once they follow this and they listen to everything you're saying, they're staying away from bread, they're doing all this stuff, they will go get ice cream, a burger, wings, all that stuff, eat it all, and they'll wake up lighter.
They'll lose weight.
They'll lose weight the next day.
That just happened to a guy on the blog, and he's like, I know this is possible, but it does happen because your body actually needs it.
Yep.
And that's where and that's hard for people to understand.
And it takes, it doesn't take that much time, but it takes a little time and consistency and discipline to get to that point.
So what Serrano would explain this as is that sometimes when you're on diet phases, you're training for a while, the fire, it's like where, like the coals are, you can see them, but they ain't real stoked. And that cheat will actually like send everything. Like, dude, the last 2 nights I've woke up and my sweatshirt was like, because it's cold as shit, right? So I've been wearing like sweatshirt to bed or whatever. And Rachel likes to keep a fan on. I'm soaked, which tells me like my body is burning. I mean, that's just like, so you will experience things like that. Or dude, I've had them carbs at the right time and I was like on fire the entire day. So that will help, but your body has to be working. And that's not what a lot of people are experiencing right now. So go ahead, Dan, you wanted to kind of take us out. I think I need to jump on a call. I feel bad.
All right. Banger episode. I'm the graphic gangster. That's Small Arms Danny. That's Cory G.
Yeah, boy.
Have any questions? We'll talk to you next week. See ya.